How's it going, gamers? Chongo here, and today I've got a gameplay commentary for you guys. The gameplay is of how to survive on the PC, and today's commentary topic is going to be talking about PC versus Xbox One and PlayStation 4, continuing the series I started yesterday, but this time it's going to be on games, so let's get into it. There'll also be a link in the description to the video yesterday that basically started talking about the cost and ease of use between PC versus Xbox One and PlayStation 4, so go and check that out if you want to. So this video is basically about games, or more specifically exclusive games. Now I currently feel that both the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One do have alright exclusives, but nothing that makes me want to buy a console just yet. I mean, there's one or two games on either system that I am interested in, like Dead Rising 3 and Infamous Second Son, but I don't think I would buy a whole system just for one game. Now, this is something that many people don't seem to realize, but the PC actually does have more exclusive than consoles at this point. And granted, these aren't big budget titles, like they're not some massive Infamous Second Son or anything like that. These are just the studios who wish to make their game solely for PC. It's just a choice, and maybe it's easier for them or whatnot, but when you come down to it, there are a lot of games that are exclusive to PC that maybe console owners don't really know about, or that they don't really interested in it at all. So for example, some of these games would be, obviously Arma 3 is exclusive to PC, and I think that's just a choice by them. They don't really want to put that onto consoles. And there's games obviously like Guild Wars 2, that stuff like that, that's easier on PC and probably harder to port that kind of stuff to a console. However, with that being said, there have been some third-party games that aren't being developed for PC at this moment. So for example, take a game called Destiny that I'm sure everyone's pretty much heard of at this point, which is coming out I think early next year for the Xbox 360, Xbox One, PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4, and it's not being developed for PC. They said that there may be one eventually, but don't hold your breath. Now, this kind of thing is a bit weird considering both the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One architecture are quite similar, and it wouldn't be too hard for them to port something like that, but yeah, they just don't really want to do that at that point. I can see probably maybe a year after it's out, they'll decide to bring it to PC, maybe with a Game of the Year edition or something, but yeah, the games like that, and there'll always be games that'll only be on consoles, especially console exclusive games, so not including third-party games like Destiny. So take, obviously, Infamous Second Son will never be on PC. It's, you know, a company owned by Sony that has made this game, so they won't be putting that game on PC. That's simply how it works. And obviously some Microsoft exclusives like Rise, Son of Rome and stuff like that will not be coming to PC either. There's some more iffy ones like Dead Rising 3. Currently, most people think it's only out for Xbox One, which is true at this point, but then again, it is published by Microsoft, so they could choose to put it on PC if they want to, but it's completely up to them, obviously, and that may not be the case. It may happen, we don't know. And then there's games like Titanfall, which Microsoft has paid probably a large amount of money to EA to make that game exclusive to Microsoft systems, so Xbox 360, Xbox One, and the PC. So that game will never ever hit the PlayStation 4 or the PlayStation 3 or anything like that. It's staying exclusive to Microsoft systems. The sequel might. I did a video about that a while back, and yeah, so games like this, you know, this is what's going to happen next gen. They're going to try and grab all the games that they can so that people look at their system and say, I can only play this game on the system, I must buy it. I think that both the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 being built more like PCs, we will be seeing games from consoles end up on PC and vice versa. However, that obviously isn't going to include exclusives that have, you know, deals or payments that are making sure they're not going to any other systems. So basically, if you are going to buy a PlayStation 4 or an Xbox One, or are swapping over to PC gaming, if there's a game that hasn't been announced yet for your system, just be cautious that it may actually never come out for that system. I mean, there is a chance, it always happens, like for example, GTA 5, most people are pretty sure that's going to come out to PC, and I'm in that boat as well, just mainly because I don't think Rockstar would spend that much on a game and then not want to, you know, get some more money out of it as well, with pretty easy port that they could do. So I think it's going to be very interesting to see in the coming years whether certain games will end up moving over to other systems, or whether they will go on PC, or whether we'll see a lot more PC games being ported to consoles because of how similar the architecture is this time around. Also, I want to know from you guys, did you buy a next-gen console? Have you pre-ordered one? And like, what were you looking forward to playing at that console? Was it like a one game that you really wanted? Was it a few? Or was it just that you liked the console itself? Because I know a number of people who have decided to buy a PlayStation 4, but the only problem is they don't really like any of the games on there at this moment, but they like the whole idea of the PlayStation 4, which I thought was pretty interesting concept, because me personally, like I said, I think I'd buy a console to play a specific game. I don't think I'm going to buy it for the system itself, because I do have a perfectly functioning PC. I can do pretty much most of what the consoles can do at this point. Anyway, this brings me out of my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a like, and if you've got any comments, put them down below, and if you want to join the Gamerhood, just subscribe. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time.